Oh no, is this working? There we go. Okay, got it. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to mute you just for a second, Ahmed, but you can turn your mic in a minute. Let me just do a quick introduction. Hello, everyone. This is another in our speaking game series. This is Conditional Mysteries, where you have to play detective and solve a mystery using nothing but conditionals and your brain. Let's see how it works. My name's Jon-Eric. I'm an American teacher from New York City, and I'm hanging out today from Lisbon, Portugal. Hope to see everyone in class, and 3 quick rules to help you in the class. Turn off, tune in, and open up. Turn possible. Here, we're going to work on conditionals. So you really have to use conditionals when you speculate about how the crime was committed or how it would be solved. And finally, rule number 3, open up. That means relax, don't be closed, be open, speak. The more you speak, the more I can help you and give you feedback, and the more you will learn. So that's a bit about me. We've got a premium member, Mr. Ahmed. Say hi, Ahmed.
Hi, John.
When I say hi, Ahmed, you've got to say, hi, Ahmed. Say hi, Ahmed. See, that's the joke.
It's not Ahmed. Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Ahmed, yeah. Yeah.
Ahmed.
Yeah,
I'm working at my ages. I'm working. I'm getting better.
Okay.
And tell us why you're a premium member.
Actually, I'm not a premium member.
Tell us how you got into class.
I didn't pay a cent, but I invite my so I get some reservation for free.
You invited a friend, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. So that's one thing you can do to get reservations. You can invite a friend. Yeah. There's a video, I think. There's 3 or 4 different ways you can do it. And that way you know you're going to get into class, because there's nothing more frustrating than thinking you're going to get in and then not getting in. Goodness, I hate it when that happens.
Easy and free.
Easy and free.
Yeah.
The 2 things I like the best, easy and free. They go well together. All right, and we've got our returning champion, Mr. Sam, from our last conditional mystery.
Hello.
Hello. So Sam, you almost figured it out last time. You were really close.
Yes, actually, Hazel helped me a lot.
Hazel, the secret weapon. Hazel's back too. Excellent. Let's say hello to some people that I don't know. Oh, we've got Dia. You're back, Dia. I remember you. Hi, Dia. Ooh, your microphone is not connected right. Ooh, Dia. It sounds bad. Bad connection, Dia. Let's say hello to, we've got Inej. Hello, Inej. Hello, Inej, are you there? Or Inez, maybe you say it like that, Inez. Okay, I don't hear Inez. Let's say hello to Emre. Is that right, Emre? Emre, how do you say your name?
How are you?
Hi, how do you say your name?
Emre.
Emre.
Yes.
From Turkey.
Yes, you are right.
I know. You've got those dots over the O. You've got to be Turkish. I know how this works. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Excellent. We're going to try to solve some mysteries. Are you ready for mysteries? Are you a crime solver? If you're not sure, just say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good, excellent. I want to say a quick hello to Akshin. How do you say your name? Akshin or Ak? How do
Yes,
say
you are
that?
right. Yes, you are right, John. How are you?
I'm great. Akshin, where are you from?
I'm from Azerbaijan.
You're from Azerbaijan. Okay, excellent.
Azerbaijan, yes.
How do you say it? I say Azerbaijan. How do you say it?
Okay, from this moment, I am also saying Azerbaijan.
Oh, how do you say it in the right way?
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. Okay, got it. For now on, I'm going to say it that way, and you have to say it the way I said it. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
We'll switch. And a quick hello to Ishmael. I remember you from the other day as well. Hello, Ishmael.
Hello. How are you?
I'm excellent. What is that a picture of? It's hard to see the picture. What is that?
It's a lovely art picture from, design.
Is that your painting?
No, just like a picture I found on a website. I like it, so I share it.
I'm glad you shared it. I like it too. I think Sam likes it too, but he's shy. He's not going to say so. Right, Sam?
I'm sure I'm not going to say anything.
Yes. Okay, good. And what about Sierik? I don't know how to say that.
Yes, Serik.
Sierik Izbasarov.
No, Serik is Basar.
Izbasar. Ah, okay.
Yes.
Sierik Izbasar.
Right.
Здравствуйте.
Hello.
Hello. Привет. How are you doing?
No, I'm not Russian.
Oh, you just have Cyrillic in your name. Sorry.
No,
Okay.
I'm Kazakh.
Ah, okay. There you
Kazakhstan.
go. Kazakhstan.
Yes.
Where we launch all of our spaceships into space. Did you know that?
What? What about?
Well, that's where we launch all of our spaceships these days, isn't it? Then they launch all from Kazakhstan? Or they launch or they return? I can't remember. Am I crazy?
No,
They launch, right?
Yes.
The guy from Kazakhstan doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Space.
The final
No.
frontier.
Um,
Captain Kirk.
Baikonur. You speak about Baikonur? No?
yes.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Don't worry. Okay. Excuse me. So today on Conditional Mysteries, we're going to use our conditionals to solve. I've got two mysteries for you. So if you, I want to limit it this time. I'm going to say everyone gets to go twice. If it's not solved by that point, I'm going to tell you the answer. All right. So that means we've got 18 questions possible. 18 questions. Okay. If I missed anyone, if I haven't said hello to you, I'll say hello when I do get a chance to speak to you. Okay. Where are my mysteries? Hang on a second here. I closed my mysteries. Wait a second. And let's see how this works. First of all, in the last class, we started to use our third conditional. As you know, I don't like using grammatical terms, so I don't like saying third conditional. But our reigning champion, Mr. Sam, is going to quickly bring us up to date on the difference between the third and the second conditional and how we're going to use them. Why don't you do what we did in the last class? Give us a conditional sentence, just so everyone can see what we're talking about, and then I'm going to call on people to change it, to transform it in the 4 possible forms. Remember, there's really 2 conditionals. One about the present and one about the future. The form is the past. Yeah, the form is the past, true. But when the form is the past, it's really speaking about the present, an alternative present. So, Sam, give us a good conditional sentence. One we can sink our teeth into.
Okay. If I have found her address, I would have sent her an invitation.
If I speak a little slower,
If I had found her address,
I
would have sent her an invitation.
Excellent. I would have sent her an invitation. Whoops. I wish I could write in English since it's my native language. Okay, there you go. So, who wants to identify what kind of conditional this is? You can use the grammatical term 0, 1, 2, 3, or you can use my term real and unreal. Which is this?
Really unreal.
It's really unreal. Not just unreal, but it's really unreal. That means
Third
that it's
conditional.
about a past that didn't happen. That's why it's really unreal. And Hazel, what would it be in normal grammar speak? Do you know?
Third conditional.
It is the third
Third
conditional.
conditional.
Right. And the trick is that the third conditional needs an auxiliary verb to have. So had and then would have. That's the formula. Or had and should have. Or any of the modal verbs. Sara is writing, if I had been here earlier, I would have been able to get into the class. That's true, Sara.
Excellent.
You should really come earlier. Yeah, that's true. Or if she had what? Who was I talking to? Ahmed.
If she was
Ahmed.
here earlier.
Ahmed. What else could she have? Ahmed. I'm using my soft H.
Yeah.
What else could she have? What else could she have done, Ahmed, to get into class? He doesn't.
Sorry, I wasn't with you. Yeah.
He was sleeping.
I didn't get it.
She could have sent out an invitation to a friend and gotten a reservation just like you, Ahmed. That's how you got in, right? Just say yes. If you're not sure, just say yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Let me ask, so some of you are new here, but I'm going to ask, okay, let's go with Mr. Serik. Serik, if you take that sentence, right, and you get rid of the auxiliary verbs, you've got another kind of conditional. So what I'd like you to do is to take that sentence. If I had found her address, I would have sent her an invitation. Yes?
So?
And all I want you to do is change it from the third conditional to the second. In other words, from the really unreal conditional, the impossible conditional, to one that speaks about the present. Want to give it a try?
I'll try.
Go for it.
If I have... Yes? No?
Keep going.
If I have been... if I have found her address...
Yes, keep going.
I will have sent her an invention.
Okay. Close. Not quite right, but close. I'm going to make a little change. I'm going to get rid of the have, because you don't need it. And I wouldn't change it to will, but I know what you're doing. You're trying to put it into the first conditional, right? That's actually what you're trying to do. We'll look at that in a second. If I get rid of your have and I put it like this, look in the chat window. Look, read that sentence for me, Serik.
If I had found her address, I would
read the last one that I just posted right now. There's no had. Read it again. The one that I just posted.
If I have found her address...
Serik, there's no have. Look what I wrote just now.
If I had found her address...
Wait a second. What are you reading? That's not what I wrote. Hazel, can you see what I wrote? Because it seems like maybe...
Yes.
Could you read it? Because I think he's reading in the wrong place.
If I found her address, I would send her an invention. I think invitation.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, that's a typo. So, Serik, I don't know if you can see in the chat window, but I wrote invitation. There we go. So there you go. If I found, you get rid of have, get rid of had. That's your second conditional. If I found her address, I would send her an invitation. Mr. Ahmed, are you there now?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're not sure, just say yes. I want you to change that now to the first conditional, the one that talks about the future. You give it your try. If it's wrong, I'll correct it for you. So now,
okay,
give it a try.
The statement you wrote?
Yeah, we're going to transform this. Yeah, exactly. We're going to transform that into a future conditional now. what we call the first
Okay,
conditional.
if I find her address, I will
Good.
send her an invitation.
Would or
Will,
would?
I will send. I will
Okay.
send. The
That
first
is
conditional.
perfect. That is perfect. If I find her address, I will send it. Now the focus is on not on the present, it's on the future. And for the special bonus question, right, who could turn this into a zero conditional? A zero conditional has
Okay.
zero modal verbs. Let's give someone else a
Present
chance
simple.
to let's give someone else a chance to speak though, someone who hasn't spoken, like Inez. Hello Inez, are you there? Inez? Turn on your microphone.
Hi,
Hi, how are you, Inez?
I'm good. I'm doing okay. What about you?
Where are you from, Inez?
I'm from Cameroon.
Cameroon. Oh, I think you've been in the class before, right?
Yes. It's not
Yeah?
my fault. Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you, Inez, want to give it a try? Transform the sentence into the zero conditional. All you need to do is get rid of the modal verbs, get rid of the auxiliary verbs, and you've got it.
Okay.
That's the main thing. Want to give it a try? You say it and I'll type it. So look for the modal verbs. Can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, need to, ought to, dare. Those are the modal verbs. They're the verbs that we use to ask a condition or to create a condition. All you got to do is take them out of the sentence. So what are we left with then, Inez?
You want me to make a set, like one example?
Do you see the sentence? If you're not sure, we'll come back to you. Don't worry about it if you're not sure. Maybe I can ask Ekrem. Are you there, Ekrem?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Ekrem. Want to give this a shot? Turn that same sentence into a zero conditional. Get
Zero
rid of
type.
the modal
Okay.
verbs.
I can try.
Try.
If I find her address, I send her an invitation.
That is absolutely correct.
Thanks.
Okay? And as we know from previous classes, in the zero conditional, we often substitute if for another word. Do you know what that word is, Ekrem?
Which word?
We often substitute if for another word.
Condition.
No, the word if, we often substitute it for a different word. Do you know what that is?
Whether or
Sarah
not.
saying whether. Could be. Anyone else?
When.
When.
Mm.
So that's one we used last time. That's probably more common. Whether is a little different. Whether is when you really don't know something. So it's probably going to be more of the second conditional. I don't know whether or not there's someone on the other side of the door. Sam, could you use unless in a sentence? That's a good one. That's a really good one. And Ekrem, as soon as is also, that can be a good one too. How would you use unless, Sam?
Okay. Unless I find her address,
Excellent. Unless I find her address,
it should be negative. The second one should be negative.
I
am not.
I won't.
I won't.
I will not. Okay.
Yeah.
I will not send her an invitation.
I will not be able to send her an invitation. Do you see why I'm adding able to?
Yes.
Is that, yeah.
Because it's not possible.
Because it's not possible. And so can, we can't conjugate can. We don't have a past, present, and future of can, so we have to substitute can for other words like able to, right? Like in the future, I will be able to, not I will can. So that's why we're doing it. Excellent, excellent idea, using unless. There's a whole bunch of these we looked at a few classes ago. But for today, we're going to be concerned with just our second and our third conditional, and maybe in a special case, the zero and first conditional. But as you'll see, we're speculating about what could happen. That's talking about reality in the present, what could happen. And we're going to speculate about what might have happened, third conditional, really unreal. Okay, here we go. Let's go with our first mystery. Let me see what I can tell you about it. Here's the mystery. I'm gonna place it in the chat window. It's very short. Read that for us, Mr. Who have I not spoken to yet? I keep saying Mr. and I don't know who I'm talking to. Mr. Ekrem, can I have you read the mystery for the group?
Two men enter a bar.
In your most mysterious voice, Ekrem.
Sorry. Two men enter a bar.
Enter a bar.
They both
Yes, go ahead.
order identical drinks. One lives.
One lives.
The other dies.
Excellent. Your job using conditionals is to figure out what happened. You're the police chief, okay, Akram? You've got to figure out what happened. So, I can only answer yes or no, or you're getting warmer or you're getting colder. And if we don't solve it, we're going around the room twice, then you all lose, and I don't know what happens. But if you win, you get a brand new car. What do you think about that?
Cool.
Cool.
Big prize.
Yeah. We aim to please here at Verbling. Okay, let's start the questioning with Mr. Ekram.
Which one is the older?
Which one is what? The older?
Older.
Interesting question. Hazel, can I answer that question? Is it possible for me to answer?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The older one is should be died.
Okay, back up a second.
Natural causes.
Back up a second. How long do you think they were in this bar drinking this drink, Ekram? How long do you think they were in there? Yeah, because they were 19 years old and 20 years old when they went into the bar. How long do you think they stayed there? So, Ekram, when you say which one was older, I can't answer the question. Why can I not answer the question, Hazel? How does he need to ask the question? Hazel, help him out. How does he need to ask the question for me to answer yes or no?
He should ask it with conditionals, unless the second man would.
No.
Okay.
Let's make it simple. Let's make it simple. I can answer a yes or no question, and then we're going to add the conditionals when we explain why. So first, how could he ask that question with a yes or no question? Instead of which one was older, what could he say?
Was one of the men was older?
Excellent. Was one of them older? Was one of the men older? Excellent. And I would say
then the other.
Exactly. So, Ekrem, that would be a question, and I would say, yes, one was older. Okay. Why? And when I say why, Sam, what's the conditional that he would probably use to explain himself? Can you do a little demonstration, Sam? What's the conditional he would probably use to explain that someone died because they were too old? That's his hypothesis. Someone died of natural causes. How would we say that? Because if one was what?
If one was old, he might have been he might have been died.
He might have died
with natural causes.
Fantastic. That's it. So when I say why, you're going to say because if one had been really old, he might have died of natural causes. And I would say, yeah, but that didn't happen. Good guess. Good guess. What's happening to all the people in the chat room? I see people in a chat room in the classroom. People are coming, people are going. I don't know who's here. So now we've got all new people. Inej is gone. Now I don't know if any of you know the rules of the game. Okay, so if you're new, just watch this first round so you can see how the game is played. All right, so let's. Oh, Inej, you are here. There you are. I see you. Okay, so Inej, You get the next question, a yes or no question. Try to be strategic. So we know already that they're not that old. They didn't die of natural causes. Well, the one guy didn't die of natural causes. What question would you ask to figure out the mystery in Ish?
One of those men is it allergic to someone to something? I don't know how to.
You got to ask like this. Did one of those men, because it's got to be a yes or no question, right? So did one of those men do what?
Did one of those men drink more than 3 glasses of rings? Ring.
Did one of those men drink more than 3 glasses of what? Alcohol?
Yeah, of alcohol.
Ah, did one of those men drink more than 3 glasses? The answer, that's a very good question, Inez. That's a very good question. The answer is no. This was the first alcoholic drink that both men had had all day. And in fact, the first one they had all week. Why do you ask that, Inez? Why do you ask? And now you got to use the conditional, right? Because if
the man drink more than one,
if any of the men drank more than one drink, right? What would happen?
They can be half and how can I?
The key here, Inez, the key here is in the second part of your sentence. It's not can, but it's could, or would, or should. So if any of the men drank too many drinks, what could happen, or what would happen, or what might happen?
I don't know how to say that in English.
What language can you say it in?
My first language is French.
Excellent. Who's going to translate French? So listen, all you have to do is finish the sentence. If either of the men drank, or if the man who died drank more than one drink, he might, or he could, or what?
He could have some heart attack.
He could have had a heart attack. There you go. That's it. So there's your conditional. If the man who died had drunk, if the man who died had drunk more than one drink or had many drinks during the night, having this extra drink could have caused a heart attack. There you go. But guess what? He did not die of a heart attack, Inez. I know the answer, and he did not die of a heart attack. Who's next? Who are we up to? I'm lost. I don't know where we are. I know we had Ekrem first, and then we had what? Who was next? Inez was second, or did we have another? I am so confused. Okay, we're on to Sam.
Okay. I prefer to wait until the story, until enough questions got answered, because I only have two shots.
Okay, all right. So on to Hazel.
So I should ask?
You should.
Was one of the men allergic to alcohol?
Was one of the men allergic to alcohol? Certainly not. Absolutely not.
Because if he were, he would make an anaphylactic shock and die.
If he were, he would go into anaphylactic shock.
Anaphylactic shock and
die. But that's not what happened.
Okay. Okay.
Everyone, you've got to be very strategic. Try to picture the situation. What do they look like? You ask me questions about how they appear. What were they doing before? What's their relation to each other? You've got to ask a yes or no question, but be strategic. That might help you. Think about Yes?
Was he poisoned by the other man?
Was he poisoned by the other man? That's such a direct question. Can't answer that question.
So he was.
I can't answer that question. I can't answer that question. We don't know, Hazel. We don't know if he was poisoned by the other man. We don't know that.
Did he die inside?
How many
the
questions
bus?
are you going to ask? Hazel, how many questions are you asking?
I think
no
she
more.
has the right to ask
My
two
turn.
questions.
No more. No
Who's
more.
next? Who's next?
Were they enemies?
Who is?
Were they enemies? Ekram.
I don't know who's next. Let's go with Mr. Fulvio. Hello, Mr. Fulvio. Are you there? Going once, going twice. Okay, I don't hear you.
Yes, I'm
How
here.
about- Oh, you're there, Mr. Fulvio. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Excellent. Did you hear the mystery that we're trying to solve?
No, because I joined right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. So, look in the chat window, Mr. Fulvio.
Okay, open right now.
Yeah, where it says Jon-Eric, my name. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I need to mute you. What is it, Ednison? I'm gonna mute you temporarily because we're getting some noise in the background from you. Sorry, but you can turn your mic on and when you're ready to speak. Fulvio, two men enter a bar. They both order identical drinks. One lives and the other dies. What happened? You can ask me yes and no questions, and I can only answer yes and no. But then I'm going to say why. Why did you ask that? And that's where you use a conditional and you restate your questions as a condition. For example, were the men brothers? I would say, yes, they were brothers. Yes, they were. And then I would say, why? Because you would say, if they were brothers, maybe there was some animosity between them and one wanted to kill the other. Something like that. Okay, that's an example. So, Fulvio, what's your question to figure out the mystery?
There was a friend.
Okay.
They were a friend.
Not not they were, but were. Start with were.
Were they friends?
Fantastic. Were they friends? Yes. Yes, I'll say they were friends. You see how I do this, Hazel? Have you figured out my technique?
Yes.
My technique is that I don't really know. That's why I'm just saying yes. Yes, Fulvio, they were friends. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? And you have to say, Fulvio, because if they were enemies, what would happen? Fulvio, give me a conditional. Give me a conditional. What would happen if they were enemies? How would that change things? They would, they might, they could, what?
They could fight.
Yeah, exactly. If they were enemies, they could fight with each other. They could be fighting, and maybe that's how they died. Okay, interesting. So what do we know so far? Ekram, what do we know so far about the mystery? What are the facts, Mr. Ekram?
The facts about they were friends and
they were friends, true?
And they might be fight each other.
We don't know about that. Did I say that they were fighting? I don't think I said that, did I?
No.
No, okay, so they weren't fighting. Okay, we know that. Do we know anything else, Hazel?
No.
Do we know anything else?
Only they drink the same drink. The same.
Yeah. Geez, we've got to be more strategic in our questions. We've got to be way more strategic. We've got to try to figure out, picture the situation. Think about, I don't know, the bar. Think about what they did before. Think about what they did while they were there. Hint, Think about what they were doing while they were there. Huh?
Drink to
Let's say a quick
same.
hello to Mr. Ednison. Mr. Ednison Pena, are you there? Turn on your mic now. Mr.
Hi, teacher.
Ednison. Hello,
Yes,
Mr.
yes,
Ednison. Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Hello from Colombia. Nice to have you with us. Okay, have you been following the mystery so far? You know what's going on?
Yes, the possibility of the mystery is is a confabulation with the mistress with the men that no die.
Okay, so you've got to ask me direct questions, yes or no questions, to try to figure out what really happened. Let me hear your first question. So far we know, someone asked me, were they friends? And I think I said yes, yeah. Someone asked me, oh my God, I can't remember the questions. I should have written them down.
The barman and the men that no died are friends?
Very good question. Very good question. You need to start that question with were, because we're talking in the past. Okay, Ednison?
Were. Okay,
so
okay.
Were the barman, were the barman and
the men that no died friends?
Excellent question. Were the barman and the man who didn't die, were they friends? Yes. I'll say yes to that.
Yes,
I don't know.
friends.
I don't know. The real question is we want to know how they died, how he died. That's a
Poisoned.
They were all friends. Okay. Do we know that he was poisoned, Hazel? Do we know that yet?
Not for sure.
Not for sure.
But we don't know if he wasn't poisoned.
We don't know if he wasn't poisoned. That's true. That's a good point.
Because you didn't answer to my question when I asked you.
You got to ask the question in a different way. I'll let you ask a free question if you ask it in a different way. Don't ask me if he was poisoned. Try to ask the opposite.
What?
Hazel?
Did he die by accident?
No, he
No.
did not die by accident.
So
Under any circumstances, this was not an accident. What does that tell you?
it was a murder.
Okay.
A criminal act.
Akshin, are you there?
I'm here, yes, John. So,
Okay. So,
did anyone have a gun?
did anyone have a gun? Nobody had a gun. Nobody had a gun.
And if
Yeah, why do you want to know that? Why?
so,
Because
I'm trying to figure out how did he die.
If someone using our really, really unreal conditional, if someone had a gun, what could happen, what might happen, what could have happened, what might have happened, what you have to finish the sentence how you like. If someone had a gun,
If someone had a gun,
right?
so the died man can be shot.
The died man
Might be
can
shot.
or
Might be
could.
shot.
Might.
Could be
Okay, let's
shot.
use might. No, let's use might.
Okay, might
If-
be shot.
Okay. If someone had a gun, the dead man
The dead
might-
man might be shot.
might
Might.
have been shot. Might have been shot.
Yeah, might have been shot.
Because it's the passive. The dead man
Okay,
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
one receiving the action. Might have been shot. Very good question. I wanna give you a little clue. The clue is the dead man was poisoned. Right? There's your clue. But I'm going to give you another interesting part of the mystery. They drank only one drink, and they drank the same drink, and they drank from the same glass, and yet only one died and the other didn't. and they were friends, and they were friends with the barman, and there was no animosity between any of those three people. So let's see if we got this clear, right? There's only one drink. They both drank from it, but only one died.
Okay, let me ask.
Figuring out how it happened.
Okay. Did he?
So who's next?
Okay.
Someone's saying okay, but I don't hear the question.
Okay, I'll ask.
Go for it.
Did he die outside the bar?
Yes.
Okay, the second question is it possible?
Wait a second. Wait a second. So you're asking the guy who died, did he die outside the bar?
Yes.
Right? That's what you're asking.
Yes. If
he... It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I said yes, but that's only because of the way he died. But it really doesn't matter. He could have died instantly. He could have taken a sip, boom, his head's on the table. Whereas the other guy lived. How is it possible, Sam?
Okay.
Hello?
Did he
Hello?
commit?
I heard a hello. I don't know who that was.
It's man.
Hello, man.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Have you been following the class?
Tis
Do you know
me.
the mystery we're talking about, man?
No, sorry, I wasn't.
Okay, so just watch for now. Sam's trying to figure out the mystery, and we're using conditionals. Just watch for a moment, and then you can join in. So here's the mystery in the chat window. Man, you can read that. And also you, Juan David, you can read that. Sam, did you have a follow-up question?
Actually, I'm thinking of a good phrasing to get a specific answer.
Okay. So let's go back to Inez. What do you think, Inez? So we now know that they drank from the same glass. How's it possible, Inez?
Same glass?
Yeah.
So, who drink the first time?
You got to speak a little louder or get closer to the microphone, because I'm just hearing typing. That's all I can hear.
I want to know who drank the first.
You want to know who?
Drank the first.
Okay, and you know who that is? That's actually over here at Ekrem. I need to mute you temporarily, Ekrem, because I'm getting like a typing sound. I think it's coming from you. I'm not sure. So you need to ask me that as a yes/no question. You need to ask.
Okay.
Yeah. So you go for it.
If the man was dead, is one who drink the first.
No, he was not the first to drink, Inez. What does that tell you? Wait. Don't forget, we got to do conditional. So, why do you ask? Why do you ask, Inez?
Yes, I ask because if the man drunk the at seconds, maybe it should be the first to drink who kill him.
Right. So, if the man who drank second was the one who died, what might have happened, do you think, Inez? If the man who drank second was the one who died, which is what happened, that's true, right? Yeah. What might have happened?
I think this.
Maybe someone.
Oh, hang on a second. Hold on a second. It's Inez. Hold on a second. Go ahead, Inez. Finish the sentence. What do you think? And then we'll get to you, man.
I think if the conditional is strong, it's hard.
Don't worry. I'll help you with the conditional. Don't worry about the conditional. Just say your idea.
I think the first man who drunk.
Right.
drink, put a little bit poison inside the glasses and give to the rest.
Wow, that's a good theory. That's a very interesting theory. So, let me see if I understand this right. The man who drank what? First was in a different position. He was drinking from a different part of the glass, and when it went down further, something happened. Like, okay, interesting.
Sorry.
Interesting. Yes, who's sorry?
This is my first time here, so I don't know what we're doing. So
yeah, I know. So you have to watch.
Yeah, watch.
There's only 10 minutes left, so I can't explain the whole class now. But what we're doing is trying to figure out a mystery, and we're using conditional sentences to speculate about what might have happened. Okay, so Manuel, the mystery is in the chat window. Two men enter a bar. They both order identical drinks, right? But that's a little bit misleading because what we found out later was that they're drinking the same drink from the same glass. They ordered identical drinks, but it turns out that it was in the same glass. So they drank from the exact same glass. One dies, one lives. And we know that the man who died was the second person to drink. That's all we know so far. Well, we're getting pretty close. Okay?
Okay.
So, who's next in our question order? I don't know who's next. So, what about you, Fulvio? Want to ask another one?
Yes.
Go for it.
Was the drink the cause of the death?
Was the drink the cause of the death? Technically speaking, no. Technically speaking, no. Remember, technically speaking.
Well,
okay?
maybe one of them was allergic to it. I mean, the one who dies was allergic to the something.
Oh,
that
we
drink
already
had.
did that one, Manuel. That was a question from Hazel in the beginning of the class. Maybe someone's allergic to alcohol and went into anaphylactic shock, but no one's allergic to alcohol. No one's allergic to anything. So it wasn't that. We covered that one. What about Mr. I got to see your names. Oh, right. It was Edison. We're back to you. You have one for us?
Yes, teacher.
Go for it.
Repeat, please.
Repeat?
What is the question?
I'm asking you for the question.
Yes. The man died.
Okay. The man who died, right?
The man who died wasn't a friend of the barman. Then barman.
Right.
Barman.
Yes.
Barman was murdered.
The barman was murdered? No, the barman was not murdered.
I mean, did they meet each other?
Yes, they knew each other. Yes.
Barman apply poison in the alcohol in alcohol of the man that died.
So Edinson, it would be: did the barman put poison? Did the barman put poison in the drink?
Did the barman put poison in the drink?
Excellent. That's a question I can answer. Let's say no. It doesn't really matter. What matters is, let's say no, okay? We don't know who put the poison in the drink. All we know is that somehow two people drank from the same glass and one died and one lived. So that's the most interesting thing, is how did that happen? But let's say no, it wasn't the barman. We don't really know who did it. So we're back to Mr. Akshin. Hello, Mr. Akshin.
Hello, John.
Hello.
So I want to ask, did anyone use anti-poison?
Did anyone use poison?
Anti-poison. So
we don't say anti-poison. We say antidote. 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 Excellent question. The answer is no. Nobody had an antidote. There is no antidote to this poison. It's so poisonous you can't even look at it. So
I think there was no poison in the drink, because if there were, I mean, both
Wrong.
of them.
I'll stop you right there. Wrong. First of all, you got to ask me a question. First, you have to ask me a question. Was there poison in the drink? And I would say...
one of them already asked you about it, and you said no. You said no.
Technically, no. Technically, it wasn't the drink. Technically speaking.
Well, one side of the glass had the poison, and the other no. And
ask me that as a question, and then I'll tell you.
We're making question. We're asking question.
Yeah, if you come to class on time, then you'd know that, Manuel.
No, this is my first time here in Verbling.
Well, welcome to Verbling. This is just one kind of class. There's all kinds of classes with different activities and different rules. Okay? So this is one where we're playing a game. And so they're not all like this, by the way, just so you know. Anyway, welcome to Verbling. Nice to have you here. And I think Inej was saying something. I heard someone speaking.
Yes.
Was that you, Inej?
Yes.
Go for it. What were you asking?
Okay. I want to know if the man who drank first passed the glass directly to the second man or not? Yes or not?
Did he pass the glass to the second man?
Directly, yeah.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He drank first, then he passed the glass to the second man, and the second man drank. Absolutely. That's what happened. Sam, I think you're going to have to save the day.
Okay, so what was the one who died? The first who...
Two guys. Go ahead. Hazel's going to field your questions. Go ahead, Hazel.
Oh, I wasn't... sorry, what was the question?
What was the question, Manuel?
Who was the first who drank?
The one who didn't die was the first to drink.
So it's too obvious. He was the one who put the poison in the drink, and then he passed it to...
he wasn't. Ha ha ha. It's too obvious. No, it's not too obvious, because that's not what happened. Okay, wait, Sam, I think you were going to ask a question.
Not a question. I want to brief what happened.
You want to unravel the mystery, Sam.
Yes.
No. I want to say what we know until now. Until now,
Excellent.
The drink is not the cause of his death.
Yeah.
Wait. Not technically the cause of his death. Not technically the cause of his death. That's very important, Sam.
Yes. Okay. Did the dead man have pills in his pocket? Poisonous pills?
No, he did not.
In his stomach.
Did he have poisonous pills in his stomach?
If he took pills before
if he took pills before. No, he didn't take pills before. He was completely detoxed before, and he was killed after. But technically speaking, it wasn't the drink that killed him.
Oh, so maybe it's something before going to the bar.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Wouldn't it be funny if I didn't know the answer? And I just kept saying, yeah, maybe. I really don't know. Now I know what the answer is. And you've got 2.5 minutes to figure it out. Oh, come on. This is really not that hard. Come on. It's easy. You got to picture. Think about it. Visualize it. Visualize the glass. Visualize the bar. What does it look like? No one even asked me about the drink. I can't believe you. None of you asked me about the drink.
Okay, were there broken glasses in the bar?
No. Now we ruled that out. No broken glass in the bar. No broken glass in the glass. Because, why? Use a conditional, Sam. Why do you ask? Because?
If there were broken glasses in the bar, he might have been died because of
He might have died. He might have died.
Because of injuries.
Say that again. He might have died.
he might have died because of skin cut.
Right, okay. He might have died because of, or he might have died from being cut. Not been died, just died. He might have died from cuts. No, that's not what happened. But good imagination, because then that would be not the drink that killed him. Focus on the drink. Guys, there's 1 minute left. Focus on the drink. Focus on the drink.
Okay, I am pretty sure that it's not the first man to drink that killed the another man. But I think that maybe there is another person, like another man in the tree, the third person with them.
Is that a question, Inez?
Yes.
What's the question? I didn't follow the question.
Yes. The question is that.
Wait! I gotta interrupt you. I'm sorry, Hazel. Ask that question. I've got to interrupt you.
Was the drink very sweet?
Very interesting. You're getting very warm, Hazel. Let me put it this way: the drink.
He was diabetic.
Yes, yes.
Not diabetic. No.
No.
The drink was very sweet for the second man, but not so sweet for the first man. The drink was warm for the first man, but the drink was cold for the second man.
Was the drink coffee? Espresso?
No. It was alcohol. It was a gin and tonic, actually. Well, I'm sorry. Time's up, everyone. I'll see you next week. Have a good night.
No, answer. We want to know.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
What do we put in a drink? What do we put in a glass? Yes.
Ice.
Figure it out now.
No.
The first man.
Were poisoned.
Yes.
The ice cubes were poisoned.
The first man drank the drink and it was warm. The second man drank the drink and it was cold. The first man drank the drink and it was not so sweet. The second man drank the same drink and it was sweet. What happened with the ice cubes?
Melted.
And then?
And then poisoned the drink.
So it wasn't the drink that killed him, it was the ice cubes that killed him. That's what
the poison was in ice cubes.
The poison was in the ice cubes. And that's what you waited an hour to find out.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
We practice conditional anyway.
You got to practice conditionals. Yeah.
Yes.
And Manuel, you got to join Verbling for the first time. And now look at all of your new friends. Look at us here. Everyone say hi to Manuel. Hi, Manuel.
Hi, everybody. Thank you.
Excellent. All right. So, in the next conditional class, I'm going to try to start to introduce new expressions that mean the same as conditional. So we've looked at a few in the past. In the last class and this class, we looked at the really unreal conditional. You had a chance to practice it. Now I'm going to try to start to introduce more vocabulary to practice conditionals. And we're going to introduce some rules because maybe an hour is too long for one mystery. What do you think? I think I'd like to do 3. I think I'd like to try to do 3. If you can't get it in 10 questions, then forget it. I'll just tell you. I don't know. You let me know. Okay, you want to find out, or if you got questions, if you want to find out my schedule, follow me on Verbling. That means you, Manuel. Click follow. And if you have any questions or comments, you can join my Facebook page or my Google Plus and write to me there. And I will see you in the next class. Later tonight, I'm going to do a Talkaholic text series class where we read an interesting article. It'll be a very short one, and we use it to debate interesting issues that are raised in the article. Hope to see you then. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.
Thank you.